Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. What a night it was on NXT. As a familiar face on NXT, and you know who I'm talking about when I'm hearing that beat. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, he done some action this week. Samoa Joe returns and becomes Commissioner William Regal's new enforcer. But we'll get to the latest on that and the details of that. Also, what's going on with this? Where I see the $1 million man Ted DiBiase down on the floor. Yes, Ted DiBiase down on the floor. And could LA Knight have some explaining to do on that? Ugh. And a whole bunch of stuff too. A lot going on. That's the Pro Wrestling Show. Starts right after this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. Thank you all for watching this edition. Yes, welcome into the show. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. And like I said, this is NXT. We are NXT. This is a live broadcast coverage of it. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, we got a lot to get to coming up here tonight. But let's get started with the NXT Ring Report. Now, there we saw that William Regal had some sort of goal that he was, giving a hint that, hey, I might want to, cut ties and not be the general manager no more. But William Regal made his announcement, his address, and William Regal came out there and said, hey, I'm thinking about retiring and giving the general manager post up. I know one man who would do it. So none other than Samoa Joe came out there. Well, Karrion Kross came out there. Karrion Kross told Regal he needed to go and give it up, go on, cut his ties. But William Regal was about to say something until Samoa Joe came out there, and Samoa Joe had came out there, and William Regal asked Joe, did he want to be the new GM? Joe said, nah, I do not want to be new GM. I just want to come back and fight. Well, William Regal told Joe that you can't fight unless you're being physically provoked. I don't know. This is going to be a match in the future between Kross and Joe. Who knows? But Karrion Kross was trying to be arrogant a little bit and saying that Regal didn't really have no new challenges for him. So Samoa Joe step up and be that man. But right now, Samoa Joe is William Regal's new enforcer. The William Regal couldn't contain chaos and mayhem in NXT. So Samoa Joe stepping up as William Regal's authority figure. Samoa Joe already stepped it up already. Samoa Joe broke up a fight between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. So Regal told O'Reilly and Cole that they're going to have a match. They had to pick their opponents. Kyle O'Reilly, not wasting no time whatsoever, picked Kushida, the Cruiserweight champion, saying Kushida is the best. So Kushida will meet Kyle O'Reilly one-on-one next week. So they're going to get on and see who's the best in NXT. Well, after Samoa Joe had choked the living day out and stopped in the conflict between Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, Samoa Joe told the people, the security team, that hey, tell Cole that he needs to pick an opponent. So Adam Cole will be in action next week. It won't be against Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe choked the daylights out of him. So you know that'd be. We'll see. Also, too, LA Knight was awarded the $1 million championship by Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase, the legendary Hall of Famer, holder of the $1 million championship. LA Knight said that he looked up and analyzed DiBiase for so many years, And so now, LA Knight did something which I knew he was gonna do. He attacked Ted DiBiase for apparent no reason. And maybe he was a Hulk Hogan fan all his life. So Eli Knight wins the $1 million title, and Cameron Grimes got revenge on DiBiase for DiBiase tonight. So this far from over between Cameron Grimes and LA Knight going forward. LA Knight is the new holder of the $1 million title. Well, they say LA Knight, the face of the $1 million title, $1 million face, $1 million body, $1 million athleticism. So LA Knight carrying the $1 million lineage. Let's see if Cameron Grimes can win it. So we'll have to see. Also, too, Dakota Kai and women's champion Raquel Gonzalez was in tag team action against Casey Calzero and the other girl. They won easily, so it really was a match that everyone thought was going to be equally, but they won. But they're not far from done with Ember Moon and Sasha Blackheart. I can tell you that. Mojo kept an eye on that, so I guess anything that's dealing with chaos, mayhem, Mojo on the case. Mojo gonna be the law and order of NXT going forward. So you know how that go. Also, too, Mojo had a tense stare down with Pete Dunne. So I don't know what that's gonna lead to down the road. We'll see on that. Johnny Gargano. Speaking of Gargano, his wife and Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae. I meant to say Candice LeRae, his wife, and Indy Hartwell, the women's tag team champions of NXT. The Way got unlikely challengers in their field as Io Shirai and that girl. They're gonna team up together. Io Shirai not going nowhere anytime soon. So Io Shirai wants to make it seem like she wants the women's tag team gold, before she might head to the main roster sooner rather than later. So Io Shirai, um, I forgot her name, but hey, is what it is. And finally, the main event was the Grizzly Young Veterans against Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa. Good, intense match. The match was so intense. The match was drawn through intensity, aggressiveness. It was, um, you know, a brawl. It was like a beat down. You could tell the spots to the table. It was just tense. But at the end, you see right here, Tommaso Ciampa delivering the arm bar as Timothy Thatcher providing the ankle lock and putting in submission. Got the 1-2. Made him tap out. So Tommaso Ciampa, could they be next in line for the tag team titles down the road? They kind of teased it with the tag team champions eating popcorn, not knowing that it could be coming sooner rather than later. So we'll see on that. But tonight it was all about Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe coming back from Triple H, providing law and order. Samoa Joe trying to be the physical figurehead of NXT as Real Regal's enforcer. We'll see how Joe fares. He did good on his first night. Let's see what he'll do next week on his second. All right, that ends the NXT Ring Report. Let's move quickly to hot topics. All right, on hot topics this week. Hot topics. Wrestling hot topics. Let's get to a quick one with Tony Khan and his father, Shad Khan. As you see picture. But Tony Khan was subject as in an article by Forbes magazine. I read a good description this day. Tony Khan with AEW, the popularity, the success of AEW when they went against WWE, the formation of AEW coming in 2019 to him pay-per-views, but really quite interesting telling that AEW has a deal with TNT. You'll think they'll be secure with Warner Media, but they're kind of in the red because they're trying to invest into a video game, an 8-figure video game. I would have been like, okay, let's wait for the video game. But Tony Khan's father said was kind of skeptical about it, saying, "Hey, well, you and your sister, y'all gonna do what you want to do with when I'm gone and dead with my money. Do what you want." But Tony Khan trying to get to the basics and stuff. But it was a good interview, so check it out on Forbes. I'm gonna try to read it again because it was real good. Kind of tell details about the superstars and how AEW is operated. So good details on that. Also, Moose stated that he has signed a new deal with Impact Wrestling. So Moose will stay till another 2 years. So Moose got a new deal. Hopefully Moose will win the world championship and stop playing and try to get himself a petition to become world champion. So let's hope Moose can finally win the big one before he leaves. I mean, that's his goal for this next 2 years, become Impact World Heavyweight Champion. Moose has done it. He was close on different occasions. I think with Moose sometimes he kind of would get there, but then something holds him back. So maybe Moose become a babyface, he will kind of win the world title. But we'll see on that. Eli Drake won the Impact title, or John Morrison, he can do the same too. And finally, we talked about it last night on Raw, as we saw Piper Niven made her debut as Eva Marie's replacement. Well, we thought Eva Marie was going to go against Naomi, but that didn't turn out to be the case. Well, Eva Marie sent her replacement, Piper Niven, to go in her place, and Piper Niven won actually, but Eva Marie won in behest of that. So a lot of people saying we don't know what her name is, but a lot of the announcers didn't know who she was. So you know how they go. So hopefully we'll see. You know, we'll see how this all transpires with Eva Marie getting more backlash than ever before as a heel. So we'll see on that. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show this week for hot topics on NXT. Don't forget, like we're not gonna do the Raw or SmackDown Ring Report this week. We're gonna save that for WWE Backlash and give you the rundown, the match previews, and everything else for what matches to come this week. So, me being Kendra Dick saying so long. We'll see you. We'll see you this weekend for the Pro Wrestling Show. So, see you later.